take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet, that's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah, it's podcast time.
I saw a story earlier about one of the weirdest. This guy was going through like court cases from the 1800s just to find some fun stuff. And this guy and his wife were at a bus stop in New York City. This is late 1800s. Did they have buses back then? Is this all information? Who knows?
They have stagecoaches.
It's not sounding good so far. But anyway, some dude came up and tried and told the husband, was like, "Hey, I'm taking your wife's purse. Like, it's coming with me." Huh. And he's like, no, it's not. And he took his wife's, like he put his wife in front of him, like he was trying to shield himself from the burglar. But really what he was doing was he was unhooking her prosthetic leg, her wooden peg leg, and he took it off and he beat the hell out of the burglar. And this guy was in court because the burglar ended up dying. He beat him to death with his wife's prosthetic leg.
And this
pretty sick.
And this is the newest episode of
Fine by Me.
Nick's a little slow. Maybe that was just a delay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's static electricity.
If it ain't North Pole Nick.
Damn Starlink.
Do you have Starlink? Is that what you got?
Yeah, if anybody's asked, yeah.
Good enough.
Me and you were Zooming earlier, and it came through my headphones just fine, and now I can't figure out how to. That's why I hung up on you a minute ago, because I was trying to figure out.
It hurt my daggum feelings. I didn't know what was going on. I thought we was having a squabble.
No, I'm not happy about it neither, there, Josh. Golly.
I'm upset about it.
Up here. Ooh.
Y'all have a good weekend, Wes. How you doing? What'd the doctor say?
There we go.
Well, I mean, y'all get to see the X-rays or whatever. I did the whole boom, there's an X-ray thing last episode.
Oh yeah.
The ankle's
movie magic.
The ankle's fine. To be honest, my arm hurts like this. Today was the first day I went back to work, and I felt it was like 2 or 3 o'clock today. I felt it like pop back into place and heard an audible pop. And it has hurt like a motherfucker ever since then.
That'll reset that rehabilitation clock.
Well, you've been in my thoughts.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about you nonstop. Almost probably an unhealthy amount.
That's why that I'm back in the sling today. Like, I've been in and out of it. Like, I don't even wear my boot anymore for my ankle.
You better put that moonwalking boot on.
No, I'm fine. Like, I could probably tap dance around your
Dude, I seen a picture of your ankle a week and a half ago. You are not fine.
I never saw it. It got lost in the text messages. I didn't even know to look for it.
I got it saved. It's gonna be I'm gonna get it framed and put it up somewhere.
Dude,
a Christmas miracle.
I swear my ankle is fine. Like, I'm at probably like 85% recovered on my ankle right now, but my elbow is nah.
It's gonna take a little while probably.
Speaking of recovery, how's your self-esteem?
Yeah.
Oh well,
you look good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the same.
Yeah.
Sad.
Just as sad as I was last week.
Yeah, I haven't really done anything to improve that. So.
Well, that's a bummer. How was your weekend? How's everybody's weekend?
Dude, I think I just said I had the cold or whatever.
Oh, well, yeah, we weren't recording then, though. You're dying.
Oh,
well, anyway.
You're dying. His body's failing him.
Today's the first day I'm good from that. So I'm still probably a little nasally sounding, but for the most part, I feel better.
You sound like the lead singer of Rascal Flatts.
Your audio is a lot better than Josh's, no matter what your voice sounds like.
Is my audio bad?
Man, it sounds like you're back in Cedar Rapids Trailer Park or wherever.
Pine Ridge, son.
Yeah.
You ever notice I always name it something cool, like something far away from wherever it's at?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I still have like kept up on like not drinking a bit. I am drinking tonight, but The first night that I had a drink was the night after I didn't have any of my pain medicine left, and
Oh.
Temu sent me an ad, and it was for lighting, and then it just kept giving me coupons, and I just kept ordering like lighting stuff for the podcast.
Nice.
Okay.
You. It'll burn the house down, but we'll use it.
Do you want a little tour of what's going to be our future recording studio?
Yeah,
It's still in a
let's
little
show
bit
the
of
fans.
shambles,
Yeah.
but I think in 2 weeks' time, this room is going to look so much different.
2 weeks
I
time, it'll
think
be Christmas.
we're about to start. We're about to start on this bad boy right here. This is the library.
So you can just
Well-
call any room whatever you want.
Yeah. Yep. You can. Yeah.
What can a library look like that?
Hey, fucking, you think anybody told Christopher Columbus what he could and could not name? Hell no.
We're just calling whatever now.
Vinny Vici, baby. Right, Wes? Wes is a big conqueror guy.
You should call it your study because you're still studying on how to do it.
I'm still
Oh,
figuring it out for sure.
I think this sinus medication has made me a little bit funnier, guys.
I'll be honest, whenever Nick showed me the library, I was expecting more books.
I was expecting some shelves anyway.
It's all still in boxes.
I was expecting some of those self-affirmation posters that was in the library in like elementary school on the wall. Like, you know,
I got one that
courage
says
and-
"Don't talk to strangers,"
Yeah,
and it's
put that
it's an alien abduction poster.
it'd be like a line, and underneath it would say courage.
Courage.
Yep.
Hang in there, cat on a
Or it'd be
clothesline.
like a guy hanging from like some monkey
A big
bars,
rock.
like strength.
Yeah, like from a big rock face, and he's got one hand.
Yeah, one
Ah!
hand, Mission Impossible style. It says
Yeah,
strength,
you can do it.
strength.
Is next week we're doing the gift exchange, right?
Yes, next week.
The Fine by Me Christmas special.
That'll be the last episode before Christmas break.
Yep.
3 months off.
Yeah, I probably had to bring my new character in for that. Oh, North Pole Nick.
I got this little sneak peek experience with North Pole Nick. We had the parade here in town Saturday, and I knew Nick was in it because he always is somewhere. But I figured he was going to be like riding on like a church float or something. Because Travis said he was going to be in T-Cat, shout out, so he was going to be in it too. So I was looking for him. Well, about 3/4 of the parade, still no Nick. I'm like, damn, where's Nick at? So sure enough, here he comes strolling down the street, full suit, a green suit with like
Buddy the Elf.
it looks like on it, elves and Santa Clauses and stuff.
Yeah.
Hat. We had all these kids around us. Well, he runs up like right beside his church float, and there's this kid in front of us, and he goes, "I got the naughty or nice list. Which one are you?" And he yells out "naughty" and has this like legal pad that says "naughty" across it. And as soon as he says it, dude, everybody on the church float goes "boo!" And I have laughed probably a good 30, 45 minutes thinking about that ever since.
Yeah.
'Cause it was like on cue perfect, and everybody looked around me and goes, "He's fucking retarded."
Yeah, so Tutley sent me a TikTok earlier that day of this dude like in the New York City parade or something like that, dressed up like an elf, and he was like, "I've got the naughty or nice list. What's your name?" And so I was like, "Okay, I can do that." So
Yeah, you did ask
yeah.
him. They told you.
yeah, so I had a clear clipboard and a yellow legal pad, and I wrote "naughty" and "nice" on the back of it, so that you could see it when I like held up the clipboard. And so I was running up to people. I was like, "Hey guys, Nick here from corporate. I've got the official naughty or nice list. What's your name?" And then like, if you can look in a kid's eyes and
Yeah.
tell if they're a
You
little
were spot
dickhead.
on by him.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was just using my honest judgment. You know, if these kids look like nice kids, they were getting nice. Taryn is nice, and then the whole float would cheer, yeah.
and then I would run and skip, and I'd be like, she's nice. And then like this little 11-year-old boy that Josh was standing next to, he looked like a little asshole. So I was like, what's your name?
Me.
Yeah, I said, what's your name, son? I got the naughty or nice list. Let me check it out. And he said, like, Taven or something like that. And I said, naughty! Naughty! And the whole float.
Naughty was like down both sides of Main Street, and everybody looked right over our way, and everybody was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hilarious!"
It's like, yeah. But then I talked to Josh the next day, and he's like, man, you were spot on because that kid was a dickhead. He was stealing
Man,
candy from other
he
kids.
was.
Him and his mom were arguing. He's a little piece of shit.
You're a very good judge of character. Very good judge of
Yeah,
character.
there's JC and Faye.
Hi. Hi, Wes.
Scottsville royalty, Wes Willoughby, everyone.
Wes Wallaby.
Wes Wallaby.
Freaking Karma didn't share.
Huh?
Karma fell asleep,
Oh,
so the date didn't happen.
no. Oh, no.
So Scottsville and Franklin had their parade both on Saturday. Did y'all have a Miss Franklin?
No, I mean we don't do no wild shit like that. Everybody's a winner here.
No, we got homecoming queens.
Oh yeah, we do have that.
We used to have like maybe the Simpson County Fair beauty pageant, like back in the day.
Maybe.
Yeah. Now we did have a Miss Kentucky. Katie Moody was Miss Kentucky in like 2000. What? Probably 12. She
Yeah,
was
who
Miss
was the older
Kentucky.
woman that was from here that was always like a big Miss Kentucky?
Ryan Kivett's ex-wife. That's all I know. Nancy something.
Yeah, Nancy Bradford.
Yeah, but she was a Miss Kentucky, early 2000s. Yeah, a couple Miss Kentuckys from Franklin. We grow them right around here, right? Josh, tell them about it.
Yeah, man. Woo, 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 woo. You know how to grow them.
Hey, talking about go dogs, baby.
Man, what do y'all think about what do you think about Wes? What do you think about Ohio State? Real quick, let's hit this college football playoff situation. So SMU gets in
Yeah.
over Alabama, which everybody's upset about. But you know, whatever. Huh?
I think they should be.
I think so too. Alabama had 3 losses. They got beat really bad by Oklahoma.
Yeah, their biggest one was getting beat by Vanderbilt. Like
Yeah.
that was, if that hadn't have happened, obviously they would be in.
Right.
But
I think Tennessee should have got home field advantage over Ohio State. I think Tennessee goes into Columbus and beats the shit out of Ohio State.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? It's two totally different kinds of offense, you know.
Buckeyes, baby.
It's Nick Cook from Texas Christian University. Go Horn Dog. Go Horn Frogs.
Gig 'em frogs.
Gig 'em Frogs.
Big and
Gig
proud.
'em frogs. But
No,
I think it's we'll see.
I get Tennessee gets most of their power from their stadium, in my opinion. And
Georgia got the easiest route to the championship.
From their stadium.
well, Georgia teams in history do not do well at home.
Yeah, but I'm just saying who they got to play.
I mean, it's
know.
a stat. Like it's a stat that's pretty well documented that Georgia teams, Atlanta Falcons especially, but Georgia Dogs, they don't perform well at home.
And I think I've heard this said before. It's because Georgia fans are retarded.
Oh.
What did you say
Gay.
earlier, Wes?
They're gay.
Oh, yeah.
Gay.
I would like to go on the record and say that I am retarded.
Wes is a deeply closeted gay man. Deeply closeted.
Yeah. It's hard to hard to hide retarded.
What?
We'll see. I mean, Georgia doesn't
See?
Georgia doesn't play until 3 weeks from now. I've already at this point given up on the Falcons, so Georgia doesn't play until January 1st at the Peach Bowl in New Orleans. So I don't really care about football until that happens.
No.
Speaking of retarded, you know what helps defend against being retarded? Getting some good sleep. How's y'all circadian rhythm been doing?
Well, ever since I think they're back in hibernation now that it's winter.
Not circadian. Not those. Circadian. Not cicada.
Are those like the males?
No.
Is
Anyway,
that what-
I was telling Nick before you hopped on. I was telling him I've been really trying to prioritize my sleep. So I've been like deep diving on like all these different sleep gurus and blah
He's
blah blah
trying to
blah
he's
blah.
trying to find the perfect hours.
Yeah. So apparently 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is like optimal sleep time for like a person that gets up like in the morning, whatever, like a normal person's schedule. If you don't work third shift. So they say, according to the ancient Chinese calendar, if you go to sleep at 10 and sleep till 6, from 10 to 2, you get psychological rest. And from 2 to 6, you get physiological rest. But for every hour that you're asleep before midnight is like 2 hours. So if you go to bed at 10, technically your body sees that as 4 hours of sleep until midnight. And then, so you're getting 10 hours of sleep.
There's a lot of math going on there. There's a lot
That's
of,
what Nick said. I don't think it's a lot of math. It's just, add an hour.
you said a lot of things. I'm just gonna last year, or the year before last, I paid like I wore a Whoop bracelet every day,
Yeah.
and
What?
you wear it to sleep and everything. You pay.
Yeah. They should be a sponsor of the show.
They should. I paid whatever the $120 for the year or whatever, but it tells you when you go into certain times of sleep, and
Yeah.
it's pretty accurate. Like the nights that I would drink, it would tell me, "Hey, you slept like shit tonight."
Right.
And I wouldn't even have to tell it that I drank. It would just know that I slept like an asshole that night because I was hammered. But but it told you what stages of sleep you got to. And I don't, whenever I was like, I would take months off, like during that year that I did it, there was a 90-day period that I didn't drink at all. And I remember my sleep being better, but I don't remember it telling me I reached the like,
Optimal.
Peak performance sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember what it called it, but yeah, something that was better than how I was sleeping. It would tell, like if I drank, it was like, you son of a bitch.
You
I guess like
screwed us again.
I've always kind of like neglected sleep because I'm like a high strung person, and like the older I get though, the more I can tell the benefits of like prioritizing my sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like not messing with like my phone or like a computer like the best I can, like an hour or two before sleep, or like I'll try to read before bed. Like just to try to like lower those cortisol levels so you can get into that good sleep.
Yeah. I have,
So because like you have to like cool off, like I think your body has to like go down like a degree or two, like temperature wise, for you to like get into like good sleep, which seems like counterintuitive, I guess, because you'd be cold, but really we do better, cooling off and sleeping because there's things that are like getting to take a break, I guess.
yeah.
But
Speaking
I
of
don't know.
sleep, I told you guys about some dreams I had. It's kind of wild. I had them. Uh,
Yeah.
it was last night, and I think I had one of them the night before last. So it was kind of wild. I had them right before we do a podcast episode, but I would really like, honestly, to change both of them into jokes at some point because I could even, they're so vivid, it's almost like it happened to me.
Yeah.
So the first one, I'm at Epstein's Island. I'm just like kind of like walking around, like, hey, what's
Sure, that's what everybody says.
I just kind of like walking around, and then somebody says, "Hey, we need the grass mowed on like lawn 6 or something," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Quadrant 6A.
Yeah, would love to.
So so somebody gives me a push mower, and I push mow too far and go into somebody else's territory.
You went to quadrant 7.
Yeah, and they chase me away in this like pickup truck with a fucking 50 cal on the back of it.
Damn.
And I get back and they didn't hit me. Like I'm like fucking doing the dodge and roll situation all the way back. And then they just walk up to me after shooting at me for 20 minutes and they're like, "What were you doing in over there?" I was like, "I was just trying to mow the fucking grass, dude. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I've got a
That's not
fucking
'cause
push
anybody
mower.
was-
Did you bring the push
beside you.
mower back with you
No.
while you were running? You
No.
left it.
I abandoned that son of a bitch. And they were like, well, we're X and X Army, we're fighting the Arabs over here. And I was like, this island is not big enough for y'all to be having
Fighting.
war going on.
Yeah.
And
While the
There's an
canal-
island. I can see another island right over there. Why don't y'all go get that one?
the guy kind of was like, I don't know. And they just kind of walk off. And I'm like, what am I to do here? What's going on?
There's supposed to be a shipment of children showing up here in a little bit. I guess I'm gonna go wait on the dock for that.
It's like what's funny about this dream though is he's like not even doing nothing there. He's not like undercover, like posing as like a agent
Yep.
of some kind of like savior. He's just there.
He's on payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
I'm
mowing grass,
I just cut
Maintenance.
grass.
minding his business. They said you can work here, but you got to keep your eyes down at all times.
Yeah. I'm just cutting the grass. That's all I was doing.
That's what the Nazis said too. They were just doing what they had to do.
That's all. I remember jarring myself awake probably after like some artillery went off.
Soaking wet, just sweating, just soaking wet.
And I was like, was I just on Epstein's island? Like, what the
Woke up
fuck?
in a puddle.
What was that fucking dream? I wasn't even doing anything. I did.
Was you taking our picture?
I did go to sleep that night, watching a video of Bohemian Grove. So I'm thinking, like, there's a connection between Bohemian Grove and
You're-
Epstein's Island.
You're not getting good sleep during that time for sure. Your whoop would have been going crazy during all that.
Yeah.
I can't stop. The only thing I know to do, like if there's something on a screen or something in a book or on my phone, like, and there's a possibility that I might be able to learn something, I'm gonna do it.
Tell us about your other dream.
Well, the other dream's a lot less deep. All this parade talk we had.
I like this one. This was a good one.
This is one that I could turn into a joke because the more and more I've talked about it, I remember more and more things about it, I guess. So everybody was talking about all these parades on Saturday, and I went to sleep, I guess, thinking about parades, and I went in, like, all I was doing in the dream at the beginning of it, all I was doing was like walking forward. And there was a big group of people on the sidewalks and everything. And then somebody said, "Hey man, we need somebody to carry our flag. Do you mind doing that?" And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, we're in the parade, but the guy that carries the flag is not here. And I was like, well,
The color guard, if you will.
I was like, I didn't really sign up to be walking today, but okay, I guess I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, you are, bud.
So he threw me a robe, and then I remember like walking into like this like community center or something, and as I was donning just the robe portion of it, I turned the corner and I had the robe on at this point, but I didn't really realize what was happening. But I turned the corner and I saw the fucking Maltese cross, the swastika. It
All
was
those things are real familiar to you.
it was the fucking KKK. They were in
He
the
said, "I'm home, fellas.
Where's my membership card?
I'm a card-carrying member."
they were in the parade, and I remember thinking, this. The only thing that ran through my mind was like I was still okay with doing it in the dream. I was like, all right, I don't give a fuck about this.
Already halfway in. Might as well go all the way.
Well, funny enough, in my brain, in the fucking dream, all I thought was, I'm gonna get some hella good content to talk about on the podcast. Like I was ready to talk to people. Like, why are you in the KKK?
I still have funny memories of y'all going to that Kyle Rittenhouse deal. Like I think about like Nick's face in that video, and I get tickled sometimes. Whenever I'm
Yeah.
feeling down and I don't have courage, I think about
I
Nick.
have I have conversations with myself while I'm alone sometimes about like what I should have said. Yeah.
So to go back, so 1 second before we touch base on that, as we were about to walk out, I recalled this hat doesn't have a mask on it.
So it's just a hat, like a big dunce hat, and it was just your big dumb face.
Yeah. I was like, people are gonna fucking see me.
Yeah. Can I have a hat with it covers my face? No, we're out. Oh.
They said we're also out of extra large robes. You gotta try to get in this extra large one.
Yeah.
But to go back,
Don't ask me and mine's for nothing.
Can't see shit.
to go back, we played the Rittenhouse thing exactly how we should have, because you know the guy that had such a big problem with us being there, he wanted like somebody to like pop off. So that
Well, I was told that guy is the boyfriend of the woman that put on the whole protest. So yeah, that guy that like came and confronted us, his girlfriend was in charge of that whole protest.
So he had to say something.
Yeah.
But we weren't even we had said nothing, we had done nothing. We were just there.
Yeah.
Was she there beside him?
He just attacked two white guys
Yeah.
that were in the crowd.
Pretty much.
With some sweet ass shirts on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? I think that's a pretty good segue to our first advertisement of the day.
Wow, great.
Let's get it out of the
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Introducing Snooze, the sleep you deserve, with side effects that you might not. Tired lying awake at night counting sheep until they unionize? Well, with Snooze, one sip will knock you out faster than a brick to the forehead. But don't just sleep, don't just sleep. Experience the slumber of a lifetime with side effects that are memorable. Some of those side effects might include the slime sweats. Wake up covered in a mysterious goo that's probably harmless. Spontaneous earwax production, enough to sculpt a candle or two. Sleep drooling on steroids. Hydrate your pillow like it's a potted plant. Phantom noise whistles. Your nostrils will compose unsettling lullabies. Toe molting. Out with the old toenails, in with whatever those are that have replaced them. Midnight belch symphony. Startle your pets, neighbors, and possibly wildlife with the symphony of your stomach acids, rearranging themselves inside your gut biome. But hey, it's worth it. Snooze is made with questionably sourced botanicals and a touch of mystery goo that science still can't explain. Is it FDA approved? Well, define the word approved. Call now at 1-800-GROSS-Z's to order your bottle of Snooze today. Because who needs boring sleep when you can wake up as a slimy, well-rested enigma? Snooze, sweet dreams, sticky mornings.
God.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Whatever
All the sleep problems you're having, you know.
Whatever you describe that, I think. Remember the stuff that Nickelodeon used to sell, GAC? It was like a slime.
GAC.
GAC. GAC. I never got any. They didn't have. We was too poor for that.
Nickelodeon's still sliming folks.
We made our own at home.
At the Kids' Choice Awards, yeah, they still sliming folks out there. They've been sliming players for 30 years plus.
They've been sliming folks on that Epstein Island.
You think they were getting slimed out there? Wes, why don't you tell us about that?
Somebody's getting something on them.
A little bit of different kind of slime.
Did you have to?
I think I told y'all this at some point, but I was on that what's the Nickelodeon show where you get slimed if you get an answer wrong or something?
Double Dare?
Double Dare. Yeah, I was on one of those.
Did you watch it or were you on it?
I was on it in 1997.
We got to find this.
Somebody please find this footage. How do we find this footage, Wes?
Did you win?
I don't know. I've never seen it myself, so it would be fun to
You were
see.
9 years old then.
Did you tell us the full story?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get slimed myself. Some other bitch did.
Oh, I remember
They
now.
lost.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's like was the
I'm
second
not.
rate show.
Wait, I'm not a loser. Y'all thought I lost? Ah,
I'm a loser,
What was-
baby.
What was that other sick ass Nickelodeon game show? Like the Temple of Doom or something? Temple of something.
yeah, and you had the purple parrots and the
Yes, dude, that show was badass.
Kind of looked like the Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, yep.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, that's a badass game show.
I saw somebody on like a reel the other day that had a purple parrots shirt on. It looked,
Oh, that's sick.
yeah, I know. I was like, purple parrots were always my favorite. Maybe that's it seems like that might be the common thing that people love.
I don't know that I have a favorite bird.
Well, I'm talking about the teams within Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
But if you had a favorite bird, what would you say it would be?
the dodo.
Red
Dodo?
Hawk.
I'm gonna say
Red
blue
Hawk.
jay.
Mm.
Blue jay for me.
If we go to realistic birds that I see often, cardinal.
Oh, okay, nice.
The
You
Kentucky
know how they
State
always say
Bird.
if you see like a red cardinal in your like driveway, it's your papaw visiting you or some shit.
That's the reason I chose the cardinal. I actually forgot it was the Kentucky State bird, but yeah, that's the reason that I chose it because that's the cool thing. It's just I think if you see a cardinal, it's just like a past loved one is visiting you.
Yeah, maybe that's just something nice people try to say to make them feel good when they were sad.
I mean, it makes me feel good. That's fine.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. When I see a blue jay, I get mad. I like feeling mad.
The
So
Blue Jays are fucking assholes.
they are. They're mean little birds. I do like a blue jay.
The state bird of Tennessee is the northern mockingbird, Mimus polygodus. Known for its
Ooh.
ability to mimic the songs of other birds and even mechanical sounds, the mockingbird is celebrated for its vocal talents and adaptability. There you go.
Dude,
Very nice.
I saw a thing the other day where this guy bought some kind of gray parrot from Germany. It was 80 years old.
Damn, dude.
Still got 40 years on him, probably.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the guy said, "Why you?" He was like, "I don't know." He says cool stuff, and it was a joke. But it panned to the bird, and it opened its mouth, and it just started going.
That's sick. I like that joke. That's good.
Did you see today? I don't know where Biden was, but he did the fucking Hell Hitler sign, like he did the fucking salute thing for a good minute. Like he did
I can't believe they're still letting him out.
it.
Dude, Trump's been like in Europe, like already taken over. He's already meeting with people and shit. He's just doing whatever. It's like European is secretly at ease now that Trump's going to be in office.
He put Kamala like in charge. Is she still kind of in charge right now?
I think she's
Yeah.
trying to figure out which news outlet she's going to go to work for when she gets out of office.
Yeah, not particularly. I think they have to invoke the 26th or something before she
Yeah.
gets the absolute power for
Yeah, they're
president.
not going to do that. He's
Does
not
she
going
have
to tarnish his legacy. He's mad at everybody right now. They pushed him out. He's mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's not gonna. Somebody said the other day they were like, "Oh, he should like step down, give her presidency,
So why would he do that?
so she's the first female black."
What if he said, wait, don't y'all get it twisted. I'm back from the day where women weren't even allowed up in his office. He
Yeah,
said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and forget. He said, who's in charge? I
how,
am.
but for real, how fucking make-a-wish would that be if our first female president was just kind of given to her like
And I
that?
wouldn't put it past him, if you know what I mean.
Dude, if I was a chick, if I was
Write the history books.
Christy or Melissa or any of y'all's daughters, and I'm
Oh, she expressed the other day. She's like, it's because I think it might have already happened, Wes. And she was like, I can't believe we're fucking wasting this like title on this.
No, it's not happening.
no,
It's not.
no.
He's still president.
Yeah. She's not president. Yeah, no, she's not.
She
That's what I'm saying.
disappeared.
Like if I was a woman and that title just got given out to somebody, God, that would be hurtful. There's
Kind of like all these
there's a long
dudes trying to play
tangent
in the
I can go on
LPGA.
right now that I probably shouldn't go on right now. But yeah, that title just be basically given to somebody that didn't get voted in would be
Phenomenal.
detrimental to the whole cause, to their whole cause.
I don't think we'll ever see a woman president in our lifetime.
I don't mind. I have no qualms with.
I don't
think-
either. I just don't think we will.
I think if Tulsi has a good whatever, what is she appointed to? What's her?
Intelligence officer. She's
DNI.
over intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, DNI.
Well, if she does really good, I think Tulsi has a really good chance because Republicans respect the hell out of her.
I look for Joe Rogan to run next.
She won't be the next one. I think the two.
Yeah, I didn't say next, but
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
But
Who do you think's going to be next? Who do you think is next in line, Wes?
everybody, you know who's next in line? Trump's guy.
Oh, JD Vance.
Yeah, Vance is going to run the next.
I think, man, you're going to tell me a woman that's maybe
Oh no. Tulsi,
Haley Welch.
boy, if she ain't in prison, maybe.
I'm trying to cash in my Hawk coins.
I saw it happening, and I know I have buddies that are really into internet coin.
Crypto.
And I was like, why don't I know that this is fake. Like, you don't need to get into this and try to stay into it. You need to get in,
Pump and dump.
and within 30 minutes, it's gonna skyrocket. Get out right then, and then leave it alone.
Make $100.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
they've been like telling people that she's dead. Like she's like died. Like all these trolls on the internet, like, well, Haley Welch, 22 years old, has died. They're making these fake news articles and shit up.
It's so silly. After I looked into it further, she technically, like, after it launched, she already just owned 97% of the coin. So it was already like doomed to fail type of. So there was only
You think
3%.
she'll get in trouble with like the SEC and shit?
I think that she's so stupid, and that she's so new to fame. Like, she's just from like not far from me. Like, she's a country.
Belfast, Tennessee.
Tech, I mean, if she's not an industry plant, she's just from outside of me.
Yeah.
These people, if she knew what crypto was 6 months ago, I would be surprised.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
see
what-
I don't see how they could hold her responsible. It would have to be whoever
Voluntary,
talked,
right?
whoever
Like, you have to
whoever
voluntarily.
whoever talked her into it, and whoever actually made the accounts and all that, and yeah,
The
because you know
mastermind.
there's somebody else. You know
Yeah,
there's
she
a
didn't come up
group
with
of
that shit.
people.
Oh,
She
no.
didn't come up with none of that.
No, her lawyers or whatever set up some account in the Cayman Islands, which is common crypto things to do because it's technically legal, but at the same time, not really. Yeah,
Technically is a big word.
yeah. So I don't think she'll see jail time just because I think she'll be able to plead the fifth pretty much.
Well, you know who is going to see jail time? Luigi Mangione.
Dude, I still
America's hero.
I'm not going to say that.
I still don't think that guy's the same guy.
It doesn't look like him. Of course, I don't know.
Yeah. Had
Let's
the fake IDs on him, had a gun on him, and had his manifesto on his
They
person.
say he printed that gun and the silencer, and he was a engineer. I
Yeah, he
think
went to
graduated
University of some
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, he was the valedictorian of his class.
Smart guy.
The guy that they caught. So we're talking about the guy that they caught.
I love him and his brother's video game.
I don't think that this is the same guy, but
They're good plumbers.
moving on with the story, I guess.
Heroes.
So this guy was a valedictorian of his class at UPenn or whatever, and he was a big fan of Krasinski, Kalinsky,
Ted,
uh,
the
um,
Unabomber.
Unabomber guy, They actually found an Amazon review from him on the Unabomber's Manifesto book, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's like very well thought out. Like, dude was he's a smart fella. Like he for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure he is smart. I mean, if it's
But
true, he's making guns and silencers at home.
the gun and the silencer is 100% not made at home. Like
Yeah, it didn't look like the pictures I seen like it was a manufactured weapon.
I can show you that it's the pistol was a
There's the picture right there.
maybe we'll let BT6. Hold on. It's a BT6 gun or something.
Yeah,
It
they
has
use that on Call of Duty, I think.
it has an integral silencer, but it's also bolt actioned. So if you watch
Oh,
the video, you can
yeah, him like clearing the chamber.
you see him doing the action every time that he shoots it. So it's obvious that
So they said at first he was clearing like a jam.
no, he does it every time he shoots. It's
That's what I thought.
obviously a burp.
What the bullets say on them? Deny.
Deny, defend, oppose.
The 3 Ds of insurance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. BT6 gun. Hold on, off.
Them insurance guys, you gotta watch them. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch them sneaky.
Daggum snakes in the grass.
Yeah, and they color guards and stuff
Yeah.
in certain
Hurt arms,
organizations.
hurt legs and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Going to death metal concerts.
They'll file claims when it benefits them, but
100%.
I didn't file any claims for this, so
Brewski tumbles.
Brewski tumbles.
I was not drunk.
I know. I just called it Brewski tumble because it's funny.
Jay
I
Leno.
bet you did. I bet you fail forever.
Oh, I'm sure it looked like a tree, like the biggest tree falling.
God, dude. Like the Ents on Lord of the Rings.
This is what I think it was.
What a good looking weapon. Looks like it break the first time you shoot it.
Looks like off of the old 1998 007.
Yeah, it does.
It's like the gun that you come out with
That
when
you
you first start the game.
Start with.
Yeah.
But you have to pull this back every time to shoot it. The
You're
silencer,
kind of like a Nerf gun.
the silencer is made into this gun.
So it's like a build at home kit.
No, you just buy this gun.
Oh,
You go, let's see, Capital Armory. Fuck it. How much does this thing cost?
yeah. Let's see if we can get our podcast taken off of YouTube this week.
2,300.
What?
Yes.
2,300 beans.
Dude, man, you can get way more badass guns than that for way cheaper than that.
I bought a tactical shotgun from Walmart for $180.
Can you imagine blasting somebody on the streets of New York with a shotgun?
They're on the damn right in front of the Hilton. First thing in the morning, people ain't even had their fucking coffee yet. God.
People just stepping over your victim. Like, can we do this some other time, please?
What about the backpack full of Monopoly money?
I know. I saw the
Pretty
meme. I didn't. I don't. Did that really happen?
Yeah, because he had a backpack, and they found a backpack in Central Park, and all it had in it was his full Monopoly money.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
I got some more notes on it. I looked today, so it said that he was like chilling out, like he planned it so perfect almost that he was outside of the building within 5 minutes of dude walking out to like go in that hotel.
Oh, really? Because there's a lot of people saying that they saw him outside of this building for a while, like he was staying.
Well, he made 2 trips. He went like a week before and stayed, and then come back like 7 days later, and like had it all planned out. Because I think that dude was only in town for like a few days as like a keynote speaker at that hotel, like where he got shot at. Unfortunately, just terrible shit, man. Terrible. Gets shot in the back, dude. Can you imagine though? Like you don't even see it coming.
Probably better.
I guess, dude. I like to have a fighting chance.
Maybe don't be a shithead.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe don't be an evil person.
He's still got children.
Fuck his kids too.
That sucks to suck.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to be the devil's advocate on this one, guys. I'm not going to do
Did
it.
Hitler have kids?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Mm.
He
Did
did. Yes, he did, and he had 2 daughters, and he fed them cyanide in the fucking bunker.
They weren't really his, though. He was impotent.
That sounds right.
Sure, okay.
They said he had a micro penis. That's what started all the wars.
It's believable.
Probably not true. I'm a big Unabomber fan myself, so I like this guy. I think
A fan. He said a fan. It's funny.
I mean he really
I
is.
consider myself quite an aficionado. The dreams I've been having line up just right with his manifesto.
Really not at all, to be honest. The guy hated people in general. Like he didn't wasn't
Yeah.
racist by any means. He just hated the government. He hated where things were going. And if you read his manifesto of what he wrote back in the 80s, whenever he did his Unabomber shit, like all the things that he said was terrible for this country have came to pass, and they have been terrible for this country. Like, so he wasn't wrong. He shouldn't have been violent about it, but truthfully, nobody would talk about it or even know that somebody else was thinking this way without him being violent about it. So peaceful.
Yeah, what's the quote? What's the quote from the guy that built the killdozer? It was like, I was a rational man until they made me make irrational choices or something like that.
Yeah, a reasonable man is can be something to unreasonable decisions or choices or something like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know he was a hell of a welder. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he drove that thing with just a little window and a few cameras.
Yeah,
Just a
you
few
know how
cameras.
he probably felt pretty secure inside that thing. It was like 4-inch thick, like steel.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything
Yeah,
in the police
there it is.
department that could rival that.
What is it, Marvin? Yeah, Marvin Heemeyer quotes. I was always willing to be reasonable until I had to be unreasonable. Sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things.
Yeah.
Not
Did y'all
saying
ever watch the documentary?
what-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have you ever watched the documentary about
yeah.
the killdozer?
I've read a book on him. I haven't read his manifesto or anything, but I've deep dove into old fella there. Like I said, same thing. Wouldn't be talking about him. Sucks to suck though,
Yeah,
because
that's a wild shit, man.
you've got like these movements, um, like BLM and stuff that like burn down cities, and there's no real like I understand like what they're upset about, but there's not really
There's not a plan for change.
there's not a plan, there's no key points. So the only thing that anybody's ever going to remember that time of was, oh, a bunch of people just burned down Minneapolis.
Yeah. The city got destroyed.
Like
Yeah.
So that's all that's going to be ever remembered from that.
Nothing changed.
Yeah. But even just from this one guy, if it is this guy, I don't think it is. To be honest, my conspiracy mind tells me it's not this guy, the Luigi fella. But
It seems awful easy and convenient for that guy to be that close and have all that shit.
man, like if you look at that picture of like the side profile picture that's everywhere, and then you look at the surveillance footage of him actually shooting the dude, looks the build doesn't look right, the colors don't look right.
That guy looked more broad, like the actual guy, and like the shooting, like more like not as like tall and like lanky looking, you
Yeah.
know.
There's nothing about that shooter in the video that looks similar to this good looking 23 or 22-year-old or whatever he
We
is.
already all know that we're probably all getting played anyway by everybody, you know.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I think everybody that probably listens to this knows it's hard for the media to sell me anything and me think it's
Well, I
correct.
think anybody really, like everybody's like, it's usually 50-50. There's the people that just say fuck it and they just go along with it because they don't want to think about other shit. There's the other 50 that are like, wait a minute, man. Like it's been almost a week and y'all haven't found anybody and it's looking bad. Like, people are thinking
Yeah.
they can get away with this shit. So you have to almost find somebody to get that win for the Justice Department or what they think is the greater good for society. And
You're
you know
right.
what I mean?
I mean, maybe you're right. I think that win is for people in the generation before us.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you?
yeah. They just want law and order and for things just to be the status quo,
Yeah.
like
And
not
they want to
ruffling
make
feathers.
and they want to appease their backing as well. Those government officials want to appease the people that are lining their pockets. So
But
they want to show
I
the other
think,
CEOs like, we caught them. This won't happen to you.
right.
We're
That's what I'm
keeping you
saying. It's like
safe.
just to keep from people doing like copycat things,
It
stuff
wasn't
like that.
just days after. So it was sometime last week before this even happened. Blue Cross Blue Shield said that they were going to cap
Anesthesia
anesthesia use,
during procedures.
and then after this happened, they were like, eh,
Yeah,
no,
because that's which anyway. Before this happens, that's absolutely fucking absurd.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
because everybody's different. Like you can't like some people don't need as much. Some people don't need to be asleep as long. Some, you know what I mean.
yeah.
So it's crazy.
Some people, it takes twice the dosage to get them.
I
Yeah.
Somebody that spends a lot of time in a doctor's office, I'll tell you right now, I've had to wait weeks to get approved for medication that I needed because the insurance didn't want to pay for it or, shit like that. And I'm not the only one. My case isn't nowhere near as bad as a lot of people's are. And there do need to be some changes. But I don't think this is the way to go about it.
I don't know.
It is a fun way to go about it, though.
So if you had another way, just for me to play devil's advocate, what way would you want to go about it? What way's better?
I think you would try to start busting up some of these big ass corporations. You would just have to, in a sense, because you've got 4 or 5 companies that control the price of everything.
How would you do that though when they're in the pockets of all of the politicians?
Well, that's what you have to do. You just have to go in and clean house. I don't know. That's a very complex question and answer. I don't know those answers.
Robert Kennedy's going to have an answer for you here in a
I
few
just
months,
I don't.
boys.
I think we're too far in, but I don't
Well,
know.
that's what I'm saying about being too far in. Like I think we are too far in. Like there's no other way to.
We've accepted it too. Like we've accepted these prices and these limits and what they control.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying. Like whenever me playing devil's advocate, what other way? Like
yeah, I don't know.
I
I don't
don't
know. I don't think it's killing CEOs of companies though.
I don't think there's another way.
I don't know. What does that solve though? Like what's changing out of this one guy having to die?
Blue Cross already went back
Well,
on.
yeah, I know, but they haven't put nothing in law yet anyway. It's still the same shit that it was last week.
What do you mean in law? Like it's a
Well, there wasn't nothing already started. Like they didn't implement that new rule or whatever yet. So I mean, no harm, no foul there for them. I mean, it's still the same. They're still charging what they were charging last week for everything else. Nothing's went down.
yeah, but no,
I feel like the country. Get out of there! Hey, I got a cat fucking with Christmas lights.
But you
I feel
your
you piece of shit.
kid.
I feel like the country and the internet's reaction and the world's reaction, as far as like not helping police find this guy, because there's sleuths on TikTok and Instagram and stuff that this is like their biggest hobby is finding criminals through
Right.
CC,
Like
through
the
close,
Menendez Brothers deals and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and I don't know. I feel like the world has spoken, and there's a certain fear that's struck into these super greedy corporate. Some of these guys probably don't care because their ego's so big. They're like, fuck these people. This ain't gonna happen to me. I'm gonna buff up my security. But there's some of these corporate high ups that I feel like it did strike some fear into them.
Oh, it for sure. I mean, it for sure has. Like, but I will say, like, I was looking at graphs and like statistics and whatnot. I think yesterday, and UHC United Healthcare is at the very top of the list. I think it's like 20% of their claims get denied,
Like 24, I think. It's
or
pretty
maybe
high.
24. Like, so it's like
Yeah.
extremely high.
I think the industry average is like 14, 12 or 14.
It's
So they're way above.
It's 14 because I also like compared it. I think I have Cigna and mine was 16, and I was like, it's only 2% higher than
Yeah.
the normal average. So I was like, okay, well, whatever, that's fine.
Right.
But I mean, like Nick, like y'all were saying, like all these like internet sleuths and whatnot are just like were willing to not touch this. They were just like, we don't want this guy to get caught. So
Yeah.
that should send a pretty strong message to these CEOs at the head of all of these companies that like, hey, maybe start thinking about your people and not your board. And
Also, think about like the picture of that guy like in the hood with just his face down, like him smiling, dude. It's like that dude could be anybody. Like like how he looked, like especially in New York City, like it could be anybody. I mean, it's just a normal looking dude.
I mean, he's
So,
pretty good looking fella.
well, yeah, no, but he
Um,
could be like, I mean, he looks like Italian American. There's a bunch of those in New York City. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Luigi Mangione.
I think it was I don't know, I couldn't tell you what year it was, but it was the company Dodge Motor Company. Um like
Dodge Ram truck.
the owner or somebody was wanting to give everybody in the company like a 5% raise, and the stockholders sued him. Like it ended up going to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court sided with the stockholders that said the company's main responsibility is to make the stockholders as much money as possible. It's not to the customer and it's not to the employees. It's to the stockholders, the shareholder, because they own the company.
Right. Well, that's true, I guess.
Talked about
So
it before. I don't remember
yeah.
what episode we talked about that on, but that's
So I feel like that law,
brought
if
up.
that law could be replaced to where like shareholders couldn't sue, I guess if you put your company on the open market, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But I mean, those companies are the ones that control all the prices, you know?
Yeah.
So
Everybody's getting rich off of it, man.
I feel like reversing that law from that could have been in the 50s or 60s. Who knows when that was? But
Well, I mean, that's a big one. We do need to get rid of that. We've also got to get the lobbyists out of government. Like, there's no what is it like the
it's literally an obvious loophole for bribery and scandals. It's like we're going to send this guy. We're going to send this guy with an open blank check to Congress and see what you can convince them to do with this blank check. Yeah.
Yep. Or season tickets to the Red Sox, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they all like the base salary for most of these people are $150,000 to $200,000 a year, and they're all millionaires. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, and half of them do like insider trading and shit. We've done seen them get caught.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a whole Twitter account and like Facebook, Instagram account that follows Nancy Pelosi's trades, so that you can do the same thing she's doing.
Oh, there's an app that you can pick what congressman you want. And when they make a trade, you don't have to do anything. When they make a trade, it makes the trade automatically. Yeah. When they buy, it buys for you. When they sell, it sells for you.
Well, I guess that makes it kind of fair, doesn't it?
I mean, nowadays, I guess, but like, yeah, you should just follow Nancy. She's the most profitable one we've ever had. So,
Yeah.
Damn. He knows how to pick.
But it's both sides of the aisle too, because
Yeah.
this one guy I was watching a video. He also follows Dan Crenshaw, which is like a really outspoken right wing
Right-winger.
Republican. Yeah, and he makes a fucking killing off the stock market too.
oh yeah. No, I posted the Nancy Watcher on
Got a
my
cool name too, Crenshaw.
story the other day, and then I posted like the top.
And he's got one eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We make a hell of
I'm
a
trying
team.
to find my can of dip.
Nancy,
If you can
it's
imagine.
time to call this one Dono, huh?
I'm ready, man. Whenever I think we're.
Oh, look at my
right
green
now.
room. Look at my green room.
Woo. Woo. That's nice. Yeah, I want to record in there. It looks a lot more comforting.
Yeah, for sure. The other room doesn't have any shelves up, doesn't have any, there's still everything in boxes. You remember how much shit I had in my living room? I lost a shelf. I had so much stuff piled on it. Remember that,
It's a
Wes?
weird looking library. I know that.
I remember falling down, yeah.
Yeah, I had so much shit on it. I had to put 4 brackets in the wall to hold it up.
You need any more help moving anything? I can help you move some stuff if you need help.
No, but I would love for you to like just bullshit with me and maybe talk shit while I wallpaper and paint this room. That would be
We
fun.
can work something out.
Yeah.
Well,
If you just motivated me with constructive criticism and mean comments.
it'll be
I think-
constructive.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I'll just sit on your couch and talk. Yeah, just roast you the whole time.
Yeah.
You ever
That's
done-
what I want.
Have you ever hung wallpaper?
Nope.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. It's a
If you pay-
motherfucker.
If you pay like an extra $60, you can get like a sticker type deal, kind of like those big heads where you can
Yeah,
stick it
instead of
on and
moving
take
it,
it off and
yeah.
move it if you need to. But it's like an extra $60 per
Roll.
per like 84 square foot or something like
Wallpaper's
that. I forgot.
expensive, man.
Yeah, it's
Why aren't you painting? This is 2024.
these are murals. These are like, it's like a wallpaper mural
Can I just come out there and paint you something? I won't
of the
charge you.
forest. No, it's fine.
You just supply the paint. I'll paint you a fucking sweet ass forest.
I bet. A lot of little happy trees, huh?
Oh, it'd be sad trees.
Yeah. Well, on that note, guys, this has been Nick Cook,
Josh.
Yes, though.
and this has been Fine by Me.
Thanks for listening. Please like,
YMCA.
subscribe,
You haven't talked
hit the Patreon. Movie reviews coming out.
Love
Thank you. Bye.
y'all.